Hello everyone, I am Shreya Sain from Kolkata. So today we will be beginning algebra first, that is the first chapter of algebra, that is expansions. Now in expansions we have generally got something around 10 to 14 formulas basically, which are certain identities. So now what is an identity? So first most important thing is, when it comes to an identity, identity is applicable for any and every value. It is a special case of an equation. You can consider it to be a special case of an equation. In equation there is only one value which satisfies the given equation. There are not multiple values. But when it comes to an identity, every possible value from minus infinity to plus infinity, every possible value will be actually satisfying an identity. For example, the most basic identity, a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this identity is actually applicable for every possible real number, because it is an identity. So the moment we say it is an identity, that means it is applicable for every possible value. So we have already gone through. So in this chapter we will be actually going through the expansions, that is when an identity is expanded, that is a plus b whole square. So this expansion, so in the most common formulas which we have already done in junior classes, that is a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b into a minus b. So these are the most common formulas which we have already done. So after that, certain most important formulas I have listed. I will be listing down more. For as of now, I have actually listed these few. That is the most important one, a plus minus 1 by a whole square. Now we can only consider what is a plus 1 by a whole square. This particular thing, we can actually visualize it just like a plus b whole square. That is, we can consider the 1 by a part to be b. So as a result, it turns out to be a square plus b square part, which is 1 by a square, plus 2ab. So the moment we go for a into 1 by a, it becomes only 2. So this is a very important formula. Now the same way, if we actually go for a minus 1 by a whole square, then it becomes a square plus 1 by a square minus 2. In the same way, just like a plus 1 by a square. Now this is the simple, the second one is a very simple a plus b into a minus b form. That is a plus 1 by a into a minus 1 by a, which is equivalent to a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus 1 by a square. Now the second, the third most important formula, a plus b plus c whole square, as you can see, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. So it is an identity applicable for every value. Now a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square, which is the same as 3ab into a plus b. And finally a minus b whole cube, which is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. So now, before we move on to the next set of formulas again, I'll be rubbing this off. So if you want to note them down, you can actually note them down. So I would like to say something on Pascal's triangle. Before we move on to the next set of formulas, it is a very important trick to remember certain coefficients of the formula. So if you have already noted it down, you can actually note it down, or you can find it in your mathematics textbooks as well. I'm moving on forward to just a bit of the explanation of how you can apply Pascal's law for remembering all the formulas. Pascal's triangle. So now, as per Pascal's triangle, it actually starts with a 1. Now the moment we write down a 1, we can actually see there is nothing on its left side, there is nothing on its right side. So now we are actually trying to go diagonally towards the next step. So there is nothing towards its right side, so we consider it to be 0. So 1 plus 0, 1. Again the next part, 1 plus 0, 1. So now in the same way, this triangle, it is in the form of diagonal, this triangle has to be formed. So this is the Pascal's triangle, which is a very important trick. to this part. Again, to this side and to this side, if we see, there is nothing, so there is a 0. So the moment we move forward to this particular triangle, it turns out to be from this side that we actually go for 1 plus 0 on this side. So we find it out, it is 1. And then we go for 1 plus 0 this side, we find it out to be 1. And then we add these two of the particular triangle, it turns out to be 2. So to make it more clearer, I'm just trying to rub this off. And in this part we can actually see that it starts with a 1. I'm recapping it. 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1. So this particular first triangle is formed. Now the second triangle needs to be formed. So 1 plus 0 here, because there is nothing here, so consider it to be 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0, 1. And finally in between these two, 1 plus 1, 2. So in this way, can you figure out what will be the next part? That means again it will be 1 plus 0 here. If we extend the triangle 1, in between these two it will come out to be 3. In between these two it will be coming out to be 3. And again we have to, at the corner we have to conclude that there is a 0 as well on both the sides, and it comes out to be a 1. So the most important part here is that if we actually see with starting from here, from 1 to 1, it is actually the coefficient of a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. That means a plus minus b whole square. Now this particular set 1, 3, 3, 1 is actually the coefficient of a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube in the sense, how is it working? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So if we observe, the first term here is 1, which is the coefficient of a cube. Then the second term here is 3, which is the coefficient of a square b. Then the third term is 3, which is the coefficient of 3ab square. And then the fourth term is 1, which is the coefficient of b cube. In case of a plus b whole square as well, if we see, it is a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So again, coefficient of a is 1, coefficient of ab is 2, and coefficient of b square is 1. So if we again go for extending the triangle, I am rubbing this off. If we again go for extending the triangle from 1, 3, 3, 1, if we go for 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 3, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 1, 4, and again a 1. So this series was called a plus minus b cube. So the next series will be for a plus minus b whole to the power 4. These are nothing but the values of the coefficients. Now for the next series, in this way it can move on, that is 0, 5, 10. And again the next set of series, which is the coefficients for a plus minus b whole to the power 5. So we actually need not remember the formula if we know what is Pascal's triangle. That is a plus b whole square, a plus b whole to the power 4, a plus b whole to the power 5, and so on. All the coefficients can be kept in mind if we know the basics of Pascal's triangle. Now the most important phenomenon is that if we go for, not phenomenon, it is the most important observation is that if we go for a plus b whole cube, which is a cube plus, so as per the coefficient rule, if I remember, it is 1, 3, 3, 1. Now a cube, so we start with the power of a as 3. Then it becomes 3, so a will reduce and b will come to the same. that is 3a square b. Now in this way it will move on. So next part again a will reduce 3a, b will increase b square, and finally a here was a to the power 1. So in the next part we put on 1 and b becomes 1 into a to the power 0 is 1, only a to the power 0 1. So it turns out to be b cube. So we actually derived how an identity is formed. We actually proved how the identity is coming. So in the same way, if we go for a plus b whole square, again we will come up to see for a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square, the coefficients as per Pascal's triangle is 1, 2, 1. That means we can start with a square, that power is 2. So if we start from a square, or we can start from b square. So if I start from a square, so a is having the maximum power now. So a's power will decrease, provided I use the correct coefficient as well, 2. So a's power will decrease, b will come to the same, and it will continue till b reaches the maximum power 2, which is b square, because here coefficient will be 1, a to the power 1, here a will be reducing to a to the power 0. So if I go in the reverse way as well, that is if it begins with b square, it starts with b square, which is the maximum power. Now the first one begins with this way, then comes the next coefficient 2. We actually see that a will come in now, because here a was a to the power 0. So in this case a becomes 2 to the power 1, b is decreasing, b becomes b to the power 1, and in the next case coefficient is 1, and we reach to a square. So no matter from whichever side we actually start, it gives us the same formula. So this is how identities are determined. Now the next set of most important identities is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. And we see this is a very important identity, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, which is equals to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. This is a very important identity which you can actually note down. And after this identity, we actually have the next part, which is a cube plus b cube or a cube minus b cube. So if we go for a cube plus b cube, so it is actually a plus b into a square plus ab plus b square. And if it is a cube minus b cube, it is a minus b into, it will be minus a square plus ab plus b square. So these are also two more important identities, and if you want you can note them down. And then comes the next set, which is mainly x plus a into x plus b, this sort of, which is actually, if you want, you may not memorize this formula, this sort of formulas, or x plus a into x plus b into x plus c, because we can actually go for multiplication, proper multiplication, that is x square, now x into b, bx, now a into x, ax plus ab. So actually there is no need to go for memorizing it, but now again, if this turns out to be x plus a into x plus b into x plus c, so in that particular case we will go 2 by 2. That means 2 by 2 in this sense, it will be first from this part, x square plus bx plus ax plus ab into x plus c. So Again we multiply 2 by 2, that is x into x square, x cube plus cx square plus dx square plus cdx plus ax square plus cax plus bax plus abc. So we need not remember this formula. We can actually go for the two bracket multiplication process so that we can end up at the appropriate result. Now the most important part is the application of the formulas. After you have actually gone through the formulas, the most important part is the application of the formula in questions. So for that I'll be listing down 5 questions right now, and then we will be solving them together. As you all can see, I have already noted down the 5 important questions, the 5 basic questions. At the starting, we will be moving on to the higher level, that is level 2, level 3, go on and on, slowly, but initially we are going for the level 1 problems. So before I actually begin, the most important rule is, I hope you have noted down the previous part of Pascal's triangle and everything. If you have done this, that is a very super trick, because by chance if you forget the formula, you can go for the Pascal's triangle, write down the coefficients, you have the coefficients handy with you, then you actually go for that maximum power rule, that is the power will increase and the next one's power will decrease, and in that particular fashion every identity is formed of this, every identity of that type is formed in this way, so you can actually go for them. But the most important part which arises is the application of the formula. As I said, you can practice Pascal's triangle, you can actually note them down. You can go for the reverse back, you can note them down in the video. They are extremely important. You can replay them constantly, and if you have any problem, you can write that to me in the comment section. I will try to answer each one of your questions. And now the next part, the questions part, I want you to take a copy and a pen. So it is very essential in mathematics that you cannot just go and keep on seeing them. You have to have a copy and pen, and if possible, you should pause the video and do it before me. So after you do them, then I'll be solving them, and you can just tally both of them, that whether your one was right or not, whether the process was okay or not. If you face any problem, I'll be showing you all each and every question. Initially, we are doing 5 questions only for today. So, as I said, first note down all the questions. Try solving them by actually pausing the video, and then my solutions are coming in. I'm providing the space. Pause the video, note them down, and I'll be starting to solve them out. You all have actually noted down them. You have paused them. If you somehow miss it out, pause them, note them down, because I am now beginning. I'll be beginning to solve them one after the one. So the first one, 2a plus 3b whole square. So how do we do it? 2a plus 3b. It is of the form. So now for better understanding, let's consider it to be x and y. So x plus y whole square form. So what is the identity formula? X maximum power x square plus 2xy plus y square. So x square, that is 2a whole square. So the answer comes out to be 2a whole square. You have to write it down, that it is 2a whole square plus 2 into 2a into 3b plus 3b whole square. But as of now, I am just writing it down in this way, that it is 4a square plus the next one I will be showing in detail. This is the third step. The first step is the formula. So you have to ensure that you write down the formula, that which formula you are actually applying. That's very important when you are solving maths. Without formula, maybe marks can be deducted. So it's a very important rule for ICSE, CBSE, or for the state boards as well, that you mention the formula. So after writing the formula, you will be writing the second step. So I am actually elaborating this out. Next one will be a direct answer sort of a question. So if I actually go for elaborating it out, it is actually of the form, you have to write the formula and then it is of the form 2a whole square plus 2 into 2a into 3b form plus 3b whole square form, which turns out to be 4a square plus 12ab plus 9b square, and this is our answer for the first question. So I hope you have understood x plus y whole square form. Then the next question, question number 2. I think you can identify the form 2x plus 1, and this one is also 2x plus 1 common, but this one is minus 3 by x and plus 3 by x. That means it is of the a minus b into a plus b. Here 3 by x is the b part actually. So it is a minus b into a plus b form. So that means a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So you have to write the formula as usual, and the answer arrives as a square, which is 2x plus 1 whole square minus 3 by x whole square. So it is of the a square minus x square form. You can go for expanding it as well and write it in this particular formula, and you can also go for expanding it as 4x square plus 4x plus 1 minus 9 by x square. So this is how we reach to our answer in this way. So again I am repeating, it is actually a question where we have 2x plus 1, which is a part, 2x plus 1 common parts, that is a, and minus 3 by x plus 3 by x is the b part. So a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, that is 2x plus 1 whole square minus 3 by x, which is the b part, b square, so that is 3 by x whole square. Then we can actually go for the 2x plus 1 whole square expansion as well. So we actually covered 2 questions, provided you note down the formula as well when you are solving the question. So then we arrive to question number 3, which is actually the formula for x plus y minus z whole square. The only thing when it comes to a minus z is everything associated with it becomes negative. That means x square plus y square plus z square, but plus 2xy both are positive. But the moment negative plus negative into positive, so it becomes minus 2xy, negative into positive, minus 2xz. So in this way, this particular formula, we have to write down the formula, and then if we expand it, x square, which is 4a square plus 9b square plus 16c square plus 12ab, and now minus into plus minus, so it turns out to be 4 into 3, 12 into 2, 24bc, minus again, minus into plus, it will be minus only 16ca. So we arrive at our answer here for question number 3. Initially there is also a step where you have to show 2a square plus 3b whole square plus of minus 4c whole square plus 2 into x into y minus 2 into x, y into z minus 2 into z into x. Okay. So then we have the next question, which is question number 4. So if we move to question number 4, we get that it is 2a plus 3b whole cube. So when it comes to question number 4, it is 2a plus 3b whole cube. So 2a plus 3b whole cube is like just like x plus y whole cube. So it is x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy squared. So we just substitute it. We have to write the formula first and then the part. That is, if we write it down as this, so then we move to the next step, which is 4a square plus 9b square plus 18ab into 2a plus 3b, and then we move to the next step, which is 4a square plus 9b square plus 18 into 2 is 36a square b plus 54a b square. And question number 4 is done. Then question number 5, coming to question number 5 now. It is just, question number 4 was just x plus y whole cube form. Coming to question number 5 now. Question number 5 is on the board, which was, just to recap, x plus 3y plus 5z into x square plus 9y square plus 25z square minus 3xy minus 15yz minus 5zx. So the moment we see this form, we will be actually reducing it to something else. That is, if we consider x to be a, 3y to be b, left, and 5z to be c, we will actually observe that it is nothing as such. It is just a plus b plus c into square plus b square form, that is 3y whole square, plus 5z whole square form, minus ab, that is 3y into x, which is the ab part, minus bc, which is 3 into 15yz, so it is minus bc form, minus ca, that is 5zx, ca part. So it is totally matching with the common formula which we have already seen, that is a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So this is the formula of, this is basically the formula of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So the answer, we have to write down the formula first and then we come to our answer, which is a cube. Here a is x, so x is cube plus b cube is 3y cube, which is 27y cube. Then c cube is 125z cube minus 3abc, that is 3x into 3y into 5z, which is 45xyz. So we come to our answer that a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca is nothing but a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3a. After writing the formula, we just find out our answer, which is a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. So we have actually completed today's session because we have done 5 questions. Next day we will be doing more questions on this chapter, and then we will be moving forward to the next exercise of expansions.